Every day is a battle for our survival.
And we should fight it bravely to learn the wisdom of our life.
Survive, revive, and thrive should be the motto. Get follow the instructions, wear mask, use social distancing, and use sanitize your hands regularly is a
It's an opportunity time to revive our talent.
Nature and
Here we are, the students of Patrician College of Arts and Science, Department of Commerce.
proudly organized COMFRISTO 2K21.
Combat from home begins.
battle for survival the smartest.
Let's stay in our cocoon a little stronger.
And let's become stronger to be stronger when it's time to take the flight.
We are excited to present the awesome events and tough competition.
Let's awaken our diamond spirit.
To ignite the flame of knowledge. Are you ready for the combat? Let's begin.
I wish a pleasant morning to everyone gathered here. I am Sushruti, Student Coordinator of 1st BCom C, and joining me is Vajabuddin, the Department Secretary of Commerce. And we are here to take you all through the inauguration ceremony of COMFRISTO 2K21. While I've always heard that we learn from experiences, recently I came across a saying by John Dewey. He says, "We do not learn from experiences. We learn from reflecting on experiences." May it be the COVID crisis or a competition. Being just present does not give us any experience, but rather, reflecting on the experience helps a person gain knowledge as well as experience.
Our Department of Commerce, being the best as always, have created an online platform for the students of higher secondary to inculcate the spirit of learning through healthy competition. So we made COMFRISTO 2K21. The name COMFRISTO 2K21, where Com means commerce and Fristo means we are in a fixed space of time of this lockdown, a period postponing of frequent moments going out of our homes due to the pandemic. And in 2K21 this year, we have realized the value of oxygen and let us spread awareness far and wide to plant more trees and those above 18 to get vaccinated. Yes, we may be postponing our activities, remaining in a fixed space, but let us not postpone our learning. And here we are to battle for the crown. Glory, COMFRISTO 2K21. Combat from home continues.
Prayer is the best medicine. God is the best doctor. With no further delay, let me call upon Jnanaraj, student representative of 1st BCom A, to bring in peace through his prayer.
Dear Lord, as we gather before you to participate in this COMFRISTO, make us aware that we do this competition not for our own glory, but to glorify your name. Grant your wisdom that the contestants will value more the camaraderie and cooperation that would happen today more than the glory of winning. Allow the losers to learn that they are already winners because of their willingness to share their talents. Let the winners learn that they succeeded because of your blessing and guiding presence. Bestow your generosity and love to all of us present today, and bless also those who are left at home. Whatever we accomplish in this competition, we offer all of these to you. Let this competition serve as a way to praise your name and spread your good news. Lord Jesus, we also pray for our brothers and sisters who have contracted and are suffering due to the coronavirus disease. We pray that God's healing hand may rest upon you. To medical doctors, nurses, and other supporting staff who are in the front line of the fight against COVID-19, may the good Lord sustain you and inspire you to render your life-saving services with due care, love, and compassion. To all those who have lost their loved ones due to the coronavirus, we convey our deepest sympathies. We pray that their souls, through God's mercy, may rest in eternal peace. We pray that God may grant all bereaved families his consolation and strengthen their faith and hope in Jesus Christ, the risen Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Nyanaraj, for that solemn prayer. Moving right along, I'd like to invite Madhumita, Student Coordinator of 1st BCom B, to welcome the gathering.
Thank you, Sushruti. Good morning. It gives me absolute pleasure to welcome you all on this auspicious day for the national level inter-school competition COMFRISTO 2K21. Come back from home continues. I heartily welcome our honorable chief guest, Mr. Tarun Srinivas, our guest of honor, Mr. John T. Noel Archer, and Ms. Aishwarya P.S. We are truly delighted to have you all with us today. I extend a warm welcome to our director and secretary, Reverend Brother R.K. Raj, our academic director, Dr. Fatima Vasant, our principal, Dr. Usha Judge, our vice principal, Shift 1, Dr. B. Meena, our vice principal, Shift 2, Dr. R.K. Mary Geeta Dost, head of the Department Commerce, Dr. D. Unica, and all our faculty members of Patrician College. I heartily welcome the colors of the rainbow, our active participants who are here with us today and eager to take part in the comeback from home. When most are dreaming of success, winners wake up and work hard to achieve it. Once again, I welcome you all and all the very best to all the participants. Thank you.
Thank you, Madhumita, for the generous and warm welcome. Now, I'd like to call upon Dr. S. Nagajyoti, Associate Professor of Department of Commerce and IQAC Advisor, to felicitate the gathering.
Thank you, Sushruti. Good morning to everyone present on this virtual platform. At the outset, I would like to congratulate the Department of Commerce, the HOD, Dr. Unica, and the coordinator, Mrs. Vaidehi, for organizing events for the school children to keep them occupied during the pandemic. Best wishes to all the children who have registered for participation. Our chief guest, Mr. Tarun Srinivasan. Mr. Tarun, it is a pride for us to have you as a chief guest, as you are from our own sister institution. Wishes to you to have a great career and play for Team India in days to come. Mr. John T., Mrs. Elva, and Ms. Aishwarya, it's a pleasure for us to have you back into the department as guest of honors and judges for the various events. Welcome to each one of you, and please do inspire all the young participants who are present with us today. Best wishes to each of the participants. Go ahead and leave a mark of your performance and success today to be remembered forever. Thank you. All the best, team, to have a great day today. Thank you.
Thank you for the wonderful opening. Now, I'd like to call upon Sneha, Student Coordinator of 2nd BCom C, to give a brief introduction about our chief guest.
Good morning to everyone. I'm privileged to be here today and introduce a prominent sports personality, a man who is majestic in his field, a role model for all the young aspirants in the field of cricket. On behalf of the Patrician family, I extend a hearty welcome to our honorable chief guest, Mr. Tarun Srinivas. A hearty welcome you, sir. Mr. Tarun Srinivas has played for TNPL, Tamil Nadu Premier League. He has represented Tamil Nadu state team and is at present playing in the first division in Laika Kovai Kings. To highlight his credentials, he has scored many runs while playing many matches. He has scored 95 half centuries, 28 centuries, 4 150s, 7 double centuries, and a triple century in his career. He was awarded the Best Batsman, Best Bowler, Best Player of the Match, and received badges like Amazing Spider-Man, Cool 30, Legendary, Mega Striker, Fiery 50, and the Centurion. The very presence of such an eminent personality on this occasion is an inspiration to all gathered here. We are grateful to Mr. Tarun Srinivas for acknowledging our invitation and being a part of it. Sir, your presence here has made our hearts truly delightful. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you, Sneha. You made us feel another tier of respect towards our dear chief guest. Now, I'd like to call upon the upcoming star in the field of cricket, Mr. Tarun Srinivas, to address the gathering.
Hi. Hi. Thank you everyone for addressing me like this, and I'm very proud to be there in this program called COMFRIST. And thank you, Nagajoti ma'am, for talking about me and a great addressing for me, Sneha. Thank you, and thank you, Unika ma'am, who called me for this, and Selva Kumba. And I'm very happy to be here in this program, which is conducting by St. Patrick's. Even I'm ex Patrician. Actually, this school made my school days a lot memorable thing. And this is one of the best schooling days, and I came to know about schooling from this only. And studies is very important for the people who are all going to school. And nothing much. Stay confident and focus on your studies. That's the main thing. Because of studies and sports, my life has changed a lot. Even I'm not a good student. Like I'm average student, and that's all. Nothing much.
Thank you, sir. That was indeed a great and thought-provoking speech.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I now call upon Yashwant Kumar, class representative of 2nd BCom C, to introduce our guest of honor.
Good morning to all. My pleasant greeting to the dignitaries, participants, and to all those who are here with us today. It gives me immense pleasure to introduce our beloved alumni, Mr. John T. Noel Archer. I am happy to talk about Sir's accomplishments, who is a senior verbal faculty, operations management in the Princeton Review Mania. He is a great achiever by being a founder of a startup, ConnectPT.net online tutoring and consultations organization. Mr. John T. is a profound and hardworking personality in building up his career. Sir is also a public speaker and a blogger who writes inspirational quotes. Sir, your motivation and greetings toward our participants is very much needed, sir. It's a great pleasure to have you in our midst, sir. With immense gratitude, I welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you, Yashwant. I'd now like to call upon our alumni and guest of honor for our inaugural ceremony, Mr. John D. Noel Archer, to give a few inputs on the event.
I hope everybody can hear me clear. And I was asked to talk about my journey in Patrician. I'm going to keep it short. Yeah, I'm not many are going to tolerate. So, good morning, first of all, to everybody present here, and I'm so grateful to be here. I can keep blushing all day. Nadu ma'am, the feeling I have when we were talking was so, I can't explain it. So, Unica ma'am, all the teachers who are present here, you guys so a seed in us that we don't know when we are studying. Only after years we reflect back and know the importance of what we've learned from work. So I'm very happy to be here, and I've particularly been asked to talk about my journey in Patrician, which is important, of course, because there are so many students here as well. And wherever I go in my short career, and when I speak to students, there's nothing better than speaking to students. I'm a student myself, I believe, for life. So when I talk to younger students, there's the energy and the desire for them to grow in whatever they do is huge. So that's why I just wanted to talk with you guys about decision making or building your instincts and confidence, most importantly. The point being that me being a tender age myself, I can never give anybody success advice, that's for sure. But because I'm someone who believes myself that you keep working to be successful, and that itself is something that you should be proud of yourself. So I just leave saying when I was into college, I had just one aim in mind, and coming from school, I wouldn't say a good student, but then I did score 90% into my boards and all that there. I was definitely not nerdy. So when I got into college, I just had one thing in mind. I will do everything that I'm not good at. That's as simple as that. I had a few things in mind to say. The first thing I figured out in the first week of the college was how many days leave I can take in a semester. I had to do the same. I had my personal reason. So I made sure I don't have an area. So I thank God that I didn't have. So most people think if it's an area, it's a big black mark. You shouldn't have one. You should make sure you get more than 60%. It talks a long way. Me having a consultancy to study, sending people to study abroad, it's very important that you have at least 60% into university. And more than that, you're going to be very lucky. So make sure that education is super important to score as much as you can. Um, when I talk about my journey in Patrician, there's not an event, let it be culturals or sport, that I have not taken part. Done before. When I walked into college, I've never done this before. So I made sure that I get into every event because I was so engrossed with the learning. Of course, I had my restrictions myself. To be honest, I had a schedule for at least 2 years in college where I used to wake up at 5, 6 in the morning, and I'll be back home only by 5:36 in the evening because I was part of the choir, or I'll be part of some consumer club or some activity because I loved doing it. That's what made me happy. And I was in the college choir. I think that was the time I used to spend with thanking God for the things that He gave me. So I used to be back home by 5:36 in the evening, and then I used to work. So I used to leave about 7:38 in the evening, be back by 3:30 in the morning, and then I used to get up 5 o'clock again and come back to college and go back home by 5, 6 again. And that I can't explain how it was, but if you have a drive to do something, I know we are all young, but age is just a number. If you have a drive to do something, you do what you like, and 24 hours is just a number. You'll have so many more hours in the day to do what you want. So one takeaway I would give you guys is to never be afraid of what you want to do. Make sure you make your decisions from the age you are at. It's okay if they're bad or good, but make sure you make decisions by yourself with your suggestions from your teachers, your friends, and everybody. Never shy away from taking an opinion, but the decision has to be yours. You're going to be making the decision. You only improve the decision. Okay, you fail, and then you know what's right. That's how you build instincts, and that's an important part of whatever you're going to do. Never be dependent, be independent. So don't shy away from asking something. Be independent, make your own decisions. Choice is yours. And if failing is a risk you're going to play with, I think you should play hard. and it is better to be jack of all trades than king of none. Or some might say that it's better to be king of one than jack of all trades. It's a phrase many people use. But it's about what you choose, and it's not about what you keep saying. It's about what you do. Your actions speak louder than words. So you have something in mind, go and get it. You will lose, you're bound to lose. So that's an expectation you can have, but eventually there will be something that you'll be happy about, which only you will know. That's one thing I would leave with you guys. So thank you. That's an introduction, overwhelming introduction. Thanks a lot. So all the best to all the participants here and the students going ahead. So thank you. Good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Jonty, for your pleasant words, and it was indeed a good journey you had in our college. Now, I'd like to call UST K from 3rd BComC and College Sports Secretary to introduce our next guest of honor.
Thank you, Vachpudin. Good morning to one and all present here. With immense joy, I take pride in introducing our young and talented guest of honor, Miss Aishwarya PS. Miss Aishwarya PS, a native of Kerala, Thrissur, is the founder of Mehendi Art Aishwarya. What started as a hobby during her childhood, trying her hand at Mehendi designs, turned out as a self-employment in 2017 under the brand name Mehendi Art Aishwarya. Preparing and selling cones, Mehendi cones, she began to market her product online, catering to small and bulk orders and taking up Mehendi ceremonies contracts too. From there on, there was no looking back as her business started to spread its roots across Kerala, Chennai, and Bangalore. In 2018, she entered the online contest organized by Entrepreneur Flea Market associated with Seasons Exhibition 2019 and won the Young Entrepreneur Award 2019 under the category Mehendi Art from a good number of 1,228 participants who enrolled in the competition. Ms. Aishwarya is a member of a Kerala Henna artist group. Her brand Mehendi Art Aishwarya stands out from the others as it concentrates on customer satisfaction in providing pure organic Mehendi cones with desired results. Her journey did not stop there. She continued to be productive during the lockdown 2020. She founded eTutor, an online tuition center, in June 2020, taking up online classes for students of 10th, common students of 11th, 12th, and UG. The story of success continued to grow with Miss Aishwarya qualifying the UGC NET exam, the National Eligibility Test, June 2020. Apart from her success, Miss Aishwarya is an ardent animal lover. She loves dogs and stray animals that her heart goes out to feed and shelter them, and even if required, to treat them at the nearest Blue Cross. Her love for art is so prominent that she gives her friends and faculty members a pencil sketch portrait of their picture drawn by her. She is a free soul, loves to explore places, and also a lover of nature, as it's very obvious as she hails from God's own country, Kerala. Miss Aishwarya holds a double PG degree in MCom and MBA, and she is the PG department secretary who desires to explore the world and wants to pursue her higher education abroad. She believes that a person should never sit idle but always keep oneself occupied to be productive and progressive. We, on behalf of the Patrician family, wish her all success in all her endeavors. A hearty welcome, Miss Aishwarya, and we are blessed to have such an inspiring personality to be with us today.
We are delighted to have Ms. Aishwarya to be a part of this event, but due to network issues at her end and heavy rain, she has a video message to all the participants of COMFRISTO 2K21. Let's watch the video.
Thank you for the lovely introduction. Hi and hello to all the participants and viewers of today's ceremony. I am honored to be the judge of logo designing. I would like to thank the management of Patrician College and Faculty of Commerce Department for inviting me to be a part of COMFRISTO 2K21 as a judge. Before I go ahead, I would like to congratulate the organizers of this program for coming up with a wonderful and innovative program to entertain and build the competitive spirit of 11th and 12th students. My dear fellow students, you are all doing a tremendous job. Continue to keep up the same spirit and organize many more events in the future to keep that Patrician banner flying and uphold the pride of the department. I would like to give a special message to all the participants, quoting the line of Philip Arnold. Your inner potential cannot develop without your willingness and conscious participation. So do not limit or restrict your potentials. You push yourself to participate and you will be surprised to see what you can do. It is very important for you as a student to take part in these online events because going ahead in the future, wherever you go, it be at a university or a job, you will be evaluated on how productive you were during the pandemic period. So don't let the pandemic slacken you, but instead use your time wisely. And my dear participants competing for the logo designing, make sure you follow the rules of the event cautiously and show your originality in your design and emphasize your uniqueness with your pencil hand drawn logo. Then be creative and let your imagination be captured in your presentation. Remember, your logo will be speaking your ideas. And as a wrap up, I like to wish all the participants the very best and good luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Aishwarya. You are a true inspiration for all of us. As all great beginnings comes to an end, I'd like to call upon Joel Renius, student coordinator of First BCom B, to propose the vote of thanks.
Gratitude is the fairest blossom which springs from the soul. I'm cheerful to take up this opportunity on behalf of Patrician College of Arts and Science and all the student coordinators. I would like to render my sincere gratitude to our chief guest and the rising star of cricket, Mr. Tarun Srinivas, Mr. John T. Noel Archer, the judge for the event Jan, and Miss Aishwarya, judge for the event logo designing, for having spent their precious time with us. I would like to specially thank our Director and Secretary, Reverend Brother Dr. S. Arokyaraj, our Academic Director, Dr. Fatima Vasant, our Principal, Dr. Usha George, our Vice Principal Shift 1, Dr. B. Meena, Vice Principal Shift 2, Dr. Arokya Mary Geeta Rufus, and the HOD, Dr. D. Unica, who have graced this occasion with their dynamic presence. I thank all the faculty members of Commerce Department for their constant guidance and support. I'd be remiss if I did not mention to thank the incredible support extended to us by our technical team, Mr. Martin Bhaskar sir, Dr. Durayarasan sir, Dr. N. Purushothaman sir, and Mrs. Vaidegi in taking our program live across the country. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the students who participated in this grand event. You are the stars of this event. My heartfelt thanks to all the student coordinators and class representatives who are responsible for the grand success of this event. Give yourselves a pat on the back for your splendid joy, guys. Thank you and have an amazing day. Thank you.
Thank you, Joel, for those words of gratitude. By this, we come to the end of the inauguration ceremony of COMFRISTO 2K21. All the competitors are expected to follow the instructions given in a respected WhatsApp groups by the event coordinators. All the very best to all the competitors. This is Wajibuddin and Sushruti signing off, and we shall meet again at the valedictory ceremony at 3 p.m. today. So stay tuned where you will get to know all the results of all the three competitions. Thank you and bye. Have a nice day ahead.
everyone. Every day is a battle for our survival.
And we should fight it bravely to learn the wisdom of our life.
Survive, revive, and thrive should be the motto. Get vaccinated, follow the SMS, wear masks, use social distancing, and use sanitize your hands regularly to survive.
It's an opportune time to revive our talent.
Nature and it will thrive.
Here we are, the students of Patrician College of Arts and Science, Department of Commerce.
Proudly organized COMFRISTO 2K21.
Combat from home begins.
The battle for the survival, the smartest.
Let's stay in our cocoon a little stronger.
And let's become skillful to be stronger when it's time to take the flight.
We are excited to present the awesome events and tough competition.
Let's awaken our diamond spirit.
To ignite the flame of knowledge. Are you ready for the combat? Let's begin.
A warm evening to everyone present here. I am Atira,
And this is MD Adnan.
your MCs for the valedictory of COMFRISTO 2K21. We take immense pleasure to honor this beautiful audience. Thinking positive always helps everyone to be patient and overcome challenges. Positive attitude also helps to cope more easily with the daily affairs of life. It brings optimism into your life and makes it easier to avoid worry and negative thinking. If you adapt this to your way of life, it will bring constructive changes in your life and makes us happier, brighter, and more successful.
I would like to commence this auspicious event with a quote by Solid Thoughts. Competition does not mean just winning or losing. It's much more than that. It's about the spirit of participation. It's about the spirit of learning. And most importantly, it's about the spirits of sportsmen, or say the sportsman spirit. With that being said, let us invoke the blessings of the Almighty. I would like to call upon Miss Malarvidi, class representative of First BCom B, to lead us in a prayer.
Let's bow our head and place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. Keep me safe, my God, for in you I take refuge. Psalm chapter 16, verses 1. Lord, we gather here before you with the purpose of celebrating the Valedictory ceremony. We are thankful that you have given us the chance to spend time to rejoin in these momentous activities to keep the stress away amid these difficult times. As we learn and enjoy our time with each other, may we not forget that all this is possible only through your all-abounding love and generosity. May the knowledge we have shared and learned during this moment always remain with us. May we be grateful to you always that you have made this all possible. It was your guidance and knowledge we were able to organize this wonderful event. As we leave this event, Almighty and Heavenly Father, may we also bring home with us the spirit of joy and love that you have always encouraged us to share with others. May we grow in humanity to offer up our prayers for the entire country and all our near and dearest one to fight with real combat against the virus. We are weak, but you are stronger and mightier. You are our healer. Keep everyone safe and protected from the treacherous virus. Transform us to be a warrior To finish this campaign, we offer all that we do in this event for the glorification of your name. Amen.
Thank you, Malaguri. COMFRISTO 2K21, Come Back from Home continues. It's an event exceptionally for the high school students who are pursuing commerce all through the country. This event, COMFRISTO, specifies COM, which stands for commerce, while FRISTO stands for a prolonged period of time where situations are remain unchanged, which basically also implies the prevailing circumstances which are being faced by us. And with that being said, I would like to invite Mr. Joshua from First BCom to welcome the gathering.
Good afternoon to one and all present here. It is my pleasure to heartily welcome everybody to this valediction ceremony. With a delighted heart on behalf of the Patrician family and the students of Commerce Department, I welcome our esteemed chief guest, Mr. Dominic Gerard. I would also extend a warm welcome to our dynamic guest of honor, Mr. Manikandan Krishnan, Mr. Vishantan Sivaraj, and Mr. Bradley Gabriel Matthews. A hearty welcome to you all. I wholeheartedly welcome our Director and Secretary, Brother Dr. S. Arokyaraj, our Academic Director, Dr. Fatima Wasan, our Vice Principal, Shift 1, Dr. B. Meena, Vice Principal, Shift 2, Dr. Arokya Mary Geeta Rufus, and our HOD, Dr. D. Unica, who have graced this occasion with their vibrant presence. I extend a warm welcome to all faculty members and all the participants, students, and YouTube viewers for joining us in this grand ceremony. We congratulate and appreciate the participants who have participated and have taken some time during this COVID pandemic to compete through Google Meet. We hope that you all have enjoyed participating in these competitions and have learned as well as grown from it. Always remember that you are always a winner. The great Thomas Alva Edison has said, never get discouraged if you fail. Learn from it and keep trying. So my dear friends, don't stop cause. Victory is just a step away. Once again, I would like to welcome you all to this grand event. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Joshua. Learn as much as you can while you are young, since life becomes too busy later. The batch of 2020 will go on the history of schools as the most versatile batch to have graduated. All of us on this campus are very proud of each and every one of you, and I individually wish each and every one of you to have a bright and exotic future. And now, I'd like to call upon the Vice Principal of Patrician College of Arts and Science, Dr. B. Meena, to felicitate the gathering.
Thank you, Adnan. Very good evening to one and all present over here. At the outset, it is indeed a great pleasure to felicitate on behalf of management of Patrician College of Arts and Science for this great initiative of organizing national level online competition for school students even in this pandemic time. As we are all in a pandemic situation, it's a need of the hour to engage the students apart from curriculum. So I appreciate and congratulate the HOD, Dr. D. Unica, and the coordinator, Professor T. Vaidegi, and faculty members of our Commerce Department and student coordinators for all your coordination in making this COMFRISTO Fest 2021 a successful one. I thank our chief guests of today's valediction ceremony, Mr. Dominic Gerard, for accepting this invite to be the chief guest, and I greatly appreciate and congratulate the guest of honors are none other than our own alumni, Mr. Manikandan Krishnan, Mr. Lushantan, and Mr. Bradley. Your presence for today's valediction indeed a great blessing and support for the department. I hope all the participants enjoy all the events, whatever is completed by and organized by this department with a competitive spirit. Once again, I congratulate the department. Thank you all.
Thank you for sharing your wonderful thoughts, ma'am. It's a privilege to have you with us. Moving on, we invite Mr. Indrajit from First BCom C to introduce our honorable chief guest.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm profusely overjoyed to take the opportunity to introduce our chief guest of the day, Mr. Dominic Gerard. Dominic Gerard is a veteran with over 25 years of experience in the financial services and IT industry. having worked in some of the leading organizations in the world. He has also implemented banking solutions around the world and has a very good understanding of the financial services domain and IT industries. He holds an international patent for processing cross-border payments, for which he received Inventor of the Year award in the year 2011. Dominic currently works with the World Bank in Chennai and leads the financial application delivery team and manages a vast set of people to deliver solutions in the financial space and risk and analytics for the World Bank. Thank you, sir, for spending your valuable time with us and motivating us that this crisis happening around is just a hurdle and it has to be cross-joining hands together, infused with social distancing. Thank you.
Thank you, Indrajit. Positive people have a lot of energy, self-confidence, and are hopeful. Owing to the fact that they are inclined to aim higher and work harder to achieve their goals, such people appear to have multiple solutions to come across the imposters faced by them. And now, with great pleasure, I would like to invite the prominent personality, Mr. Dominic Gerard. We are glad to have you in our midst, sir. We can't wait to hear your speech. The stage is yours, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I wish to thank the management, the principal, the priests, the fathers, Dr. Meena, Dr. Unika, Professor Vaidegi, and all the faculty members, the students who helped conduct this event, as well as all the participants from various schools. I hope I'm quite loud and clear. In case you're not able to hear me, please do stop me or let me know. I can, change the mic and see if I can make myself audible. At the very outset, I wish to congratulate all the students who have participated. So winning is not all, right? So winning is not the only thing in life. That is not the only, that is not the greatest achievement. Participation is the most important thing. I say that in hindsight because we would have heard this many times, right? Our teachers, our school students, our parents would have all said the same thing, right? So I just want you to participate in an event. Research has shown that participating in all these events not only gives us the confidence to move forward, but also you learn, you acquire knowledge, leadership skills, and you sort of enlarge a circle of friends. So I would take this time and opportunity to sort of congratulate all of you, irrespective of whether you won any prize or not. I would congratulate all of you for participating, because so many of you are going to take your board exams, or you're in a dilemma as to what is going to happen with the current pandemic situation. But in spite of all those challenges that are there in the back of your mind, you have taken time off to participate, right? So that is a big achievement from your side, and my congratulations to you all for that. And I would like to take a few minutes to share a few things which I thought might be useful for many of you who are actually stepping into the real world, right? So all this while we lived in a very closeted world, your everyday needs were taken care of by your parents, and you lived in a very sterile environment in a school where, everything is taken care of by you by your parents or by your teachers. There was nothing that you had to do on your own, right? Except probably for, studies that you had to do. But you'll be slowly setting foot into the real world, where you'll get into college, where you'll meet up with different set of people, different set of challenges. And after a few years, you will get into, the mode of earning for yourself, earning for your family, and making yourself more productive in the society as well. So please heed what I have to share with you. This I'm sharing with you based on my hindsight, certain things that I've read, certain things that I've experienced myself, and I thought I'll share with you, dear students. Professional courses, when people talk of professional courses, there are only two things that people immediately remember. One is, of course, getting into medicine or becoming an engineer. So I think the world has since evolved, right? All of us in the world cannot be engineers, and all of us cannot be doctors. The amount of opportunity that is available in different domains is huge. All that we need to identify which is it that you really want to do. There are many career counselors who will be able to help you. Speak to your friends, look up on the internet and see which are the courses that are being offered in various colleges. Just look at, for example, Patrician College website and see what are the courses that they offer. Ask your friends, ask your colleagues, ask your peers, your teachers, and they'll be able to guide you. So don't fall into the straitjacket of either becoming a doctor or an engineer. I'm not saying that that is not good, but if you do not make it there, it doesn't mean it is the end of the world for you, right? So there are many other opportunities. You can become a chartered accountant, complete your commerce, become a chartered accountant. You can get into physiotherapy as an exercise, or you can get into physical education, music. So the limitation is only what you can think of. So I would say align your studies to what interests you, and that is what is going to that is what you're going to do for the rest of your life. So be very careful in what you choose. Even the stream of study, like even if you choose to do engineering, please be very clear as to what you choose. So that is my suggestion to you. I'm not saying this as an advice, but my suggestion to you, please be very clear about what you choose. It's not often that you actually end up doing what you study, right? So you have many engineers who work in a bank, and many of the doctors who actually work in IT companies as well. That may come as a surprise to many of you, but that is also the truth, right? So please be very careful about how you choose your career. And because we do not have all the information that we need, please do reach out to professionals who would give you, meaningful guidance. They will be able to evaluate your interests, strengths, and then accordingly suggest some options for you. So my suggestion to you is, please do not try to do this on your own. Please seek professional guidance as well. The next thing I wanted to sort of touch upon is having a vision for yourself. The vision is something that helps you move forward. What is, it's not like I'm able to see what is there in front of me. That is not vision. That is sight, right? Being able to see is being able to, that is just being able to see. That is the physical side. Vision is something that is there in the back of your mind. It's something that you want to achieve, a goal. So that is something that you dream of, like Dr. Abdul Kalam had said, right? So your dream is something that is not something that you see in your sleep, but something that does not let you sleep, right? So you have to have a vision. It could be anything. It could be to serve the society in any form that you want. It could be like, it could be a material thing. It could be something that you want to achieve by inventing something. It could be something, whichever, there is nothing, there is no straitjacket way of looking at what a vision is. And how do you achieve your vision? So you need to have small goals that will actually take you there, right? So you can't say that I'm going to become a big businessman straight out of college, or straight out of school. So you need to see what are the things that you need to do to be able to get there. So you need to seek guidance, have a plan, and the plan should be for, next 1 year, next 5 years, next 3 years. What is my plan going to be? How am I going to achieve that plan? You'll have to take baby steps to reach your goal. No one is going to, straight away land on the moon without having to sort of, take the first step on Earth, right? So you'll have to take your first steps, move forward to achieve your goal. As long as your goal is fixed and then this is where you want to go, the rest of the things will fall in place. Like what Pablo would say, if you desire enough, the whole world will conspire to make things work for you, right? So there's all that is there to it. Have a vision. So if you desire something from the bottom of your heart, I'm quite sure you will achieve it. But have a vision for yourself. Another important thing which many psychologists also share is ability to share that vision with others, right? You share it with your friends, you share it with your teachers, you share it with your parents or other peer group as well. What it does is it indirectly in a subconscious mind, it fortifies that vision for you. And that also acts as a barrier for you to stepping back from your vision, right? There will be a lot of anxiety from your side and say that, okay, no, I don't want to move backwards. But it's always absolutely fine to sort of reset your vision and your goal. But it is good to discuss that with your peer group, with your superiors as well, with your parents, so that you can revalidate whatever you visualize for. So that is a very strong research that has come out, and so I would suggest that you immediately start looking at things, work on how you are going to achieve your vision. Another important thing is don't burn yourself out, right? So you have all the time in the world to achieve your goals, so there's no point in studying for 12 hours, 15 hours, 18 hours. In my initial part of my career, I used to work for 18 hours, non-stop, 7 days a week when I initially joined the IT organization. Then over a period of time, I realized that any organization will exist with or without me, right? So that is how an organization would work. So no one is indispensable. You might be invaluable, but no one is indispensable, right? So take some time out for yourself. Take time out for yourself, your family, your hobbies. Work on your hobbies. Do something different other than your studies. Even if you're working, have something else that interests you. So you never know, your hobby might one day actually come to help you put food on the table for you, right? So always be happy to do things other than what you otherwise would be doing. If don't be just studies, don't have move around with books. I'm not saying you should not be studying, but you should have the right balance between studying and maintaining your hobby. It could be anything. It could be even playing games, right, with your friends. Unfortunately, in the current pandemic situation, that's not something that you can do on the road or in the playground, but at least, take some time out for yourself. It could be reading a book, a novel, a biography. It could be watching television, listening to music, but have some me time for yourself, right? Do something that you would love to do. Spend some time to do it for yourself, groom yourself well. Those are things that people will look at when you go into the real world, right? So when you sort of apply for a job, typically, people, you would have about 150 people applying for a job. So the people who are actually evaluating the CVs would hardly have more than a minute or two to look at a CV. Or, even if you walk into an interview, the first impression is the best impression. So you groom yourself well with whatever resources that you can get your hands on. Groom yourself well. And then other thing that I wanted to share with you also is, being able to share with your parents your thoughts, your how your day has been, how your day had been. Being able to share your joys and sorrows, your anxieties with someone lessens the burden and increases the joy that you could potentially have, right? So have some confidant whom you can confide what you want to share, right? It could be your parents, it could be your friends, it could be your peers, but please do that, because that will help you actually move forward, and then sort of it will make you a better person, right? That will also give you the confidence to be able to sort of act as a confidant for others that you might come up in your life in different circumstances. My suggestion is, if you have not done before, please give it a shot, and then you will immediately feel how light you feel doing that. You should also, be happy for the things that you have received. It could be the dress that you wear, the food that you have, or the school that you go to, or the colleges that you will be getting into. Very rarely do we actually thank God or thank our parents for what we have, or thank our teachers. And so that is a very, that is a very, very good quality to have, to be able to be thankful for what we have received. So there are many things that are beyond our control, and then many people help us achieve that. So it is our duty to be able to thank them for whatever services that they could have rendered to us in the form of material things or in the form of help that they have provided. So that makes us a better human being. So that gives us joy, that spreads joy as well. So being able to, pay it forward, being able to help others and being able to thank others that have helped you is a very important quality that we should all imbibe in ourselves. And in your work environment, when after a few years, after 3 or 4 or 5 years, whenever you get into an office, those are qualities that will set you apart, right? In an office, when people look at different people, you would have read about intelligence quotient, IQs, and all that stuff. Many of the organizations now do not look at an IQ of a person. They look at what is called as the EQ of a person, the emotional intelligence or emotional quotient of the person. So those are people who can lead a team, who can be leaders, who have a vision, who can take the team with them, and the team can confide in them, right? So those are the leaders who would share the credit but take the blame. So that is something you would have to sort of learn. So these are not things that you can read a book and start doing. You'll have to practice those. You'll have to learn slowly. So those are things I would urge you to sort of see how best you can do that. Have an open mind, right? So be ready to seek knowledge. Do not look down on people who give you the knowledge. Don't look at the messenger who's giving you the information, but look at the message that is being given to you. So mind is like a parachute, right? It works only when it is open. Be an open mind, be receptive to knowledge. Any information that you receive, revalidate it. I know in this particular social media interlinked world where information is shared with you at the tip of your finger, and then half of it is probably hearsay or rumors. So please revalidate those as well. And any information that you receive, be perceptive, receptive to all that information. Have an open mind. Do not be bigoted. Do not be, do not have preconceived notions of, or fall into a rut of saying that this is how certain things are, this is how certain things can be. If there are multiple ways in which things could be done, and if there is one way in which you can do it, do not think that that is the only way in which could be done. There are others probably who would come with a different set of experiences, and they would be able to do that. Right, and this is also something that many of the organizations lay great stress on. Having the ability to bring in diversity, being able to bring in different thought processes into how you actually deliver the work program. Right, so being able to bring all these different thoughts, having an open mind, listening to people, and then moving forward with everyone is the right thing to do, and that is what all organizations call as EQ. So that is something that we'll have to cultivate. We'll have to learn, and that is something that is a very, very important skill to have. If you ask me personally, that is what many of the organizations that I know of lays emphasis on. And being able to help others is an important quality as well. Just like we seek help, we should be able to help others as well. Seeking help or seeking someone's help is not a sign of weakness. So that is a sign of strength. To be able to ask for help is actually a sign of strength, right? We in our organization, for example, in fact, at least I tell my team, if you do not know something, please let us know. We will be able to help you. And being able to say, I do not know, help me, is a sign of strength. And that is the first step towards learning. That is the first sign for growth. So if we do not allow ourselves to expose our weakness so that we learn, we will never grow. So for us to be able to grow, we should seek knowledge, and for us to be able to seek that, we should actually say what your limitations are. So please seek help and provide help. So you might have others who might come out to you and say, okay, I do not know, please help me how to go about doing this. Please do not turn them down. Please help them, because always remember, we were at that particular point in time, one time ourselves, and then this is our time to give back. So please help others as well. Another thing that I wanted to share with you is your thoughts, right? What is it that you think becomes your action? This is what Lao Tzu, the Chinese philosopher, said. What you think becomes your action. What your actions are becomes your habit. What your habits are becomes your character. What your character is becomes your destiny. So always have positive thoughts. Always think that you will win. Always think that you will be able to do well. Do not allow any negative thoughts in your mind. Right? So always be positive of how things are going to work out. Right? So that itself is half the battle won. So that positivity that you would radiate would also help in you moving forward. So I would take this opportunity now to sort of I probably taken a few minutes to share my thoughts with you. Some of it some of you would have heard in the past, but I would urge you to sort of rework, relook, and see where you have come from and where you wish to go, and that is the most important thing. I wish all of you the very best, and I wish everyone who has participated, irrespective of whether you won or not, the very best, and I wish you all a bright future. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dominic, for your wonderful thoughts. I'm sure the students who are in this meet have enjoyed and are inspired by your words. We appreciate your presence, sir. Further, I call upon Ms. Sweta, student representative of 2nd BCom-C, to introduce our special guest.
Good evening to all. It is my privilege to introduce our prominent special guest, who is our alumni, Mr. Manigandan Krishnan, Director of Business Development in Guatemala, Central America. He completed his BCom from Patrician College of Arts and Science and secured MBA from ESI School of Management, Guatemala, Central America. Also, he obtained additional courses like Diploma in E-commerce Management Diploma in Social Media Marketing, Diploma in Business Intelligence, and Diploma in Education, and his work experience with various companies like Capgemini Business Solution, Key Account Manager in Neo Ethical SA in Guatemala, Central America, and Senior Manager in Business Development in Latin American region. And he also knows various languages like Tamil, English, Malayalam, and Spanish. It is a great pleasure to have you, sir, and we warmly welcome you for this event. Thank you.
Thank you, Shweta. I further invite Mr. Manikandan Krishnan to address the gathering.
Thank you so much, Shweta, for the wonderful introduction. I'm very much humbled. Thank you. Respected brother, academic director, principal, vice principal, faculty, students of the Patrician College of Arts and Science, and all the participants, a very fine good evening to one and all present here. It gives me immense pleasure to participate and address in this wonderful event, which is organized by the faculty and students of Patrician College of Arts and Science. Since I'm proud and honored to mention here that I am an alumni of this great institution, which helped me to achieve my goals and allowed me to reach where I am right now. I could able to achieve all my goals because of the education which was provided by the faculty of Patrician College of Arts and Science. The faculty played a vital role in my career since they played a role of a mentor, guiding me to choose the path which lead me to success. The most important thing which college has taught me was obedience, humbleness, gratitude, teamwork, leadership. With all this which I've been taught, I was able to grow professionally as well as personally. I would like to point here that I was nominated and elected as treasurer by the students of this great institution in the year 2010-2011, which helped me to learn leadership qualities. As well, had a privilege to meet our Honorable Vice President of India during a foreign delegate meeting by the Minister of External Affairs in Guatemala City, which held in the year 2018. I would like to mention here that he has told me during the meeting, we as an Indian should not forget our parents, teacher, God, as well as the motherland from where we are. The hard work and the dedication alone will lead any person to a success. In a simple way to mention, I am what I am today because of the education which I received from the Patrician College of Arts and Science, as well as the faculty who are my mentors and well-wishers as of today. So, students, it is very important that you take this period of your life in a very serious manner and plan your short-term, mid-term, and long-term goals in a proper way, which allow you to a successful path. I also would like to let you know, guys, that it is very important that once you start choosing your career, it is very important that what you want to be and how you going to achieve your goals. Okay, as said by Mr. Dominic, okay, you have to speak to your professors, you have to speak to your seniors, you can speak to your parents so that they can guide you in a proper way, because I can tell you one thing very clear, because teachers and the parents, they are the people who really want always their children to see them in a better position in life. Because my parents, my professors, my teachers, okay, they helped me in such a manner because of the same reason I was able to reach all my goals. As I also like to congratulate all the participants, since which was mentioned by Mr. Dominic, that the participation is more important, because it doesn't mean whether you win or not. Okay, you have to take this as an experience. In each and everything, whatever you see in the world, day by day, you will learn something new. Just try to whoever person you meet will have something else to teach you. Just try to learn the good things from them, okay, and always be positive. That's very important. Dream big, stay positive, work hard, enjoy the journey. My sincere thanks to the institution all the faculty and the students for the special invite. Wish all the students and participants a great success. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. And now, I would like to request Mr. Manikandan to declare the results for the event jam.
Yeah, sure. So let's go with third place, right? Third, second, and first. Third place goes to Arya OM, Besan Arundale Senior Secondary School. Second place goes to Lakshmi Priya, Bala Vidya Mandir. First place goes to Hana TK, GHSS, Karupadana. Congratulations, winners. And I also like to congratulate all the participants as well.
Thank you, sir. I now call upon Mrs. Sai Chandran, student representative of 2nd BCom B, to introduce our second special guest for today.
Good afternoon, everyone. I take immense pleasure in introducing our alumni, Mr. Lushantan Shivaraj, who is the Deputy Branch Manager in IDFC First Bank. He graduated from our institution, batch number 2010 to 13. His career started in Citibank as a service associate. He was responsible for handling customer queries. Later in the year 2015, he was promoted to subject matters expert and then became a member of the senior management. In December 2016, he successfully cleared the interbank exam and secured the position of assistant manager, legal and regulatory board operations, where he deals with regulatory bodies like RBI, Prime Minister's Office, Enforcement Directorate, etc. In present, he is associated with Benugo, Japan, as operations manager, taking care of 3 branch operations in Tokyo. Currently, he is pursuing postgraduate in diploma in operations management, Sophia University, Tokyo. It is an honor to have you among midst, sir.
Thank you so much, Sai. It's indeed pleasure to be a part of this call and feel so nostalgic. In fact, to meet all the, my senior as well, Mr. Manikandan was my college senior as well as he was a good friend of mine. First of all, I'd like to, congratulate every student who has participated in all the events that has been conducted and all the management of Patrician College of Arts and Science along with the students, who took the immense responsibility during this pandemic and, made sure that this event is a success. So, Patrician College of Arts and Science, as, Sai said, I was part of so many things. In fact, many people think that the students who are finishing their plus 2 and aspiring to become an engineer or any part of the academic field they want to achieve in, they think that college is all about education, college is all about academics. But I'd like to clarify one thing: it's much more. And once you step into Patrician College of Arts and Science, from day one, you will understand it. There are, it goes hand in hand with our college motto: to seek, to strive, and to find. Anything in life, when you have these 3 things as your motto as well, it becomes, 20 to 30% of your success is already there. As our, Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Dominic also quoted, have a desire in life so that, you can easily become successful. Success, yes, it comes after multiple failures, but do not lose the hope of success with the failures that you're facing in life. Our college lecturers, professors, and all the management people who are there in our college, they're not only the teachers, they are in fact our mentors. every time when I had a downfall in my, during my college, 3 years that I studied, and there are many lecturers, not only to be specific to one lecturer, even the lecturers of other departments I've approached, I've interacted. They've been more than a mentor. They have been a good friend of mine. They have made sure that all as more than a friend, whatever I could share to a friend, I even discuss with my lecturers. It's indeed been a wonderful 3 years in our college. So I ask our students who are part of the college right now and who are also aspiring to start their professional degrees, or start their arts and science bachelor's or arts degrees. I'd like to quote four things which are majorly important in our life apart from academics. Because see, though I was little good in academics, I focused more in developing my interpersonal skills and networking capabilities, ethics and morals in life, and confidence to be successful. With these four things, I'm sure that you're pretty much ahead of what you want to achieve in your life. So congratulations to all the students who participated in all the events. It's not all about winning, it's all about the participation, that you took time and effort to be a part of this event. And I'd like to also announce the results for the event connections, wherein I have the results with me. Let's start off with the third place. Am I okay to go ahead?
Yes, sure, sir.
Yeah, so the third place for the connections event is Miss Garvey from the school Atkinson Senior Secondary School, Andhra Pradesh. So this place goes to Miss Kushi Mehra of Sindhi Model Senior Secondary School. Kumar, Chennai. As also our chief guest told us, that there are abundance of opportunities available in the market. Even in this pandemic situation, there are n number of opportunities that are available. Just have the desire to explore, find the right platform, understand what interests you, discuss with all the professionals, not only the career counselors or your teachers or your parents. Discuss with the people whom share the same desire as you want to become. So thanks for the opportunity, and thanks for giving me this nostalgic feeling of being a college student again. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. And now I would like to invite Miss Charisma, class representative of 2nd BCom B, to introduce our third guest for today.
It is an absolute pleasure to invite our alumni, Mr. Bradley Matthew Gabriel, who is a debt collector in a financial institution located in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Sir did his undergraduation in our college, batch 2011 to 14. He worked at Barclays Bank PLC as a process expert from 2014 to 18. He completed his post-graduation in financial planning 2018-19, and further pursued post-graduation in strategic management accounting 19 to 20 from Centennial College, Canada. It is a privilege to have you in our midst, sir. We are all blessed to have the presence of three impeccable alumnus who are go-getters in the corporate world and are beloved to our institution. We all welcome you, sirs.
Hi, thank you for the. Yeah.
I now call Mr. Bradley Gabriel Matthew to address the gathering.
Yeah, thank you, Karina, for that introduction. I'd like to say good morning to everybody, and I'd like to thank the faculty for this opportunity with this pandemic happening to make all of this possible and to get everybody involved in this. And even though I can't physically be there, if it was a physical competition, this pandemic has given me the opportunity to connect with all these students across India. And I would like to say that Patrician College has been a great institution that has impacted me immensely. And I remember me in the first year of college when I came in and I was made class representative. Patrician College gave me the opportunity to reinvent myself. And like, it doesn't matter who you were in school. When you come into college, you get a chance to reinvent yourself. And this is where you choose your life path, right? And being class representative for 3 years and being nominated to be chairman of the college has really given me a lot of experience and leadership qualities as well. And it really impacts you in a way that you realize more than you can realize. And overall, the experience at our college has been really great. The faculty had a real huge impact in my life, and how they've guided me and directed me towards my career goals and the goals I had set in my life. And I'm here where I am because of God and my parents and my college and school as well. I'd like to stress upon I know everybody says that you need to get good marks, and that's the only thing. But as Dominic had mentioned as well earlier, our chief guest, um, that academics is not the only main thing that takes you through life, right? You have to make those connections. You have to develop your networking skills, and a lot of this stuff that actually helps you apart from your studies. But the base, the foundation is your academics as well, because when you get into the real world, the most important thing that would matter is where you studied and how well you did in your studies, and also all the extracurricular activities that you were able to take part in. And yeah. Okay, I can go ahead and announce the winners for the logo designing. So I'd like to start with third place. The third place winner is Krishi Jain Kankaria from Atkinson Senior School, Andhra Pradesh. And the second place goes to Kumaran K from Asan Memorial Matriculation School. And the first place goes to Dibya Jodi Prabhan from Atkinson Senior Secondary School, Andhra Pradesh as well. So congratulations to the winners and to all the participants as well, because the most important thing is participating in all of this stuff and gaining that exposure and experience, because that's what takes you through life. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. I now take pleasure to acknowledge the most important personalities of this event. Our dear participants, by quoting a few lines by anonymous personality. It's not about how much you do. It's about how beautifully you do, and it's all about your involvement. Because in the end, it's participation that matters and not winning or losing. And with that being said, I would like to call upon Ms. Swati Shri of 11th Standard from Terapan Jain Vidyalaya to provide us respective feedback.
Yes. Good afternoon to everyone. My name is V. Swatishree. I am studying in Terapan Jain Vidyalaya School. I would like to thank the Patrician College of Arts and Science for conducting such an amazing event for especially 11th and 12th. In this pandemic situation, we all bored and stay like in mentally disordered. Like we are not at all at the same condition, but we have conducted such a type of events and make our day useful. And thank you for the event coordinators for this event.
And thank you for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Swati. And next, I'd like to invite Miss Hannah T.K. of 12th Standard from GHSS Karupadama Higher Secondary School to give us her feedback.
A very happy afternoon to one and all. My name is Hannah TK. I'm from Thrissur district of Kerala. I'm studying in 11th standard at GHSS Karuparna. First of all, it was a very wonderful experience for me to participate in a jam session for the very first time. And I think it was a rare experience to participate with the students from different schools from a different state. And I hope everyone enjoyed the jam session as we had the very entertaining jam master John Tisser. And I believe that those who participated gained a confidence for participating vibrantly in such a platform. So I would like to thank the college and management for hosting such a wonderful event. Once again, thank you.
Thank you, Hannah. And I now would like to invite Miss Lakshmi Priya of 11th Standard from Balya Vidya Mandir to give us her feedback.
Good evening to one and all present here. This is me, Lakshmi Priya of class 11 from Bala Vidya Mandir Adayar. So first of all, I want to appreciate all of you for the effort towards improving and bringing out this initiative during lockdown time. I appreciate the college and the faculty members who put their efforts, and also students who have organized this event, a wonderful one. So I participated in jam session. It was very nice, and the way we interacted was very good. It was very fun and intense. This experience was one in a kind. Even though I participated in other events in online mode, that was not much interactive as this one. Thank you.
Thank you, Miss Lakshmi. Now, I request Miss Arya from Besanagar Arundale Senior Secondary School to give us her feedback.
Namaste everyone present here. I'm Arya from class 12 from Besanagar Arundale Senior Secondary School from Chennai. I would like to thank everyone present here, the chief guest, all the faculty members, and the dedicated students who had made the program comfort a success. So starting from the inauguration, everyone were cordial, warm, and encouraging. It is my greatest pleasure to be part of the great event ceremony with such amazing alumni and volunteers. The competition was interactive and healthy. Our jam master, John T. Sir, had made sure to insert fun moments and never created a pressured ambience for the participants. Special thanks to the coordinators, Sai and Karishma, who worked and assisted throughout the competition. I would like to thank the management and everyone present here for making this event a success and encouraging us. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Arya. Last but not the least, I request Ms. Divya Jyoti from Atkinson Senior Secondary School to give us her feedback.
A warm welcome and a warm afternoon to everyone. Myself, Divya Jyoti Pradhan of Atkinson Senior Secondary School of class 12. I would like to thank the management and the commerce department, that they have conducted a very nice and a very interesting competition. And firstly, when I saw the message, I was very excited to participate, but at the same time a little bit scared that how the management would be. But the faculty and the COMFRISTO coordinators were so concerning and helpful that I was free of all my tense imaginations. And I would like to thank the management that they have conducted an interesting event of this. Thank you.
Thank you, Divya. I would also like to thank Atkinson Senior Secondary School for maximum participation. So everyone from Atkinson School, thank you. Great beginnings have wonderful and memorable endings. As we draw to the end of this awesome event, there are many things we need to be grateful for. I'd like to call upon the HOD and the lifeline of Commerce Department From Patrician College of Arts and Science, Dr. D. Unica to render the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Adnan. A pleasant evening to one and all. It is indeed a pleasant evening because it is the culmination and the end of the beautiful day celebration of this national level inter-school competition. Of course, it is not me, that everyone is the lifeline of our department. Thank you, Adnan. Gratitude is the great attitude, and it is the attitude of Patrician. And thank you may look like a small word, but it is too powerful when it comes from the bottom of my heart. And I'm here to say thank for each and everyone behind this grand success and the wonderful event of this school competition. Let me first of all at the outset thank and congratulate our chief guest, Mr. Dominic. Dominic, sir, your input is the need of the hour. The values that you were talking about is the very need for this crisis time. And I can assure you that our children are inculcating those values, and we are also helping them to imbibe those qualities in life. Thank you for your presence, sir, and thank you for your input that you have given. And coming to the great assets of the department, the alumnus of our department, Mr. Manigandan, Mr. Lushantan, and Mr. Bradley. Ignoring the time boundaries, ignoring your work pressure, and ignoring your time schedule, you are here with us. Thank you. And this shows your attachment and your real witness for all the values that our chief guest were talking about. Thank you, and God bless you. And I would like to thank all the school headmasters, principals, and the teachers for really encouraging your students to take part in this event. And a great salute to all the participants. And you are the real heroes and heroines because you made this grand celebration success. Your participation really means a lot. Thank you. Thank you for all the school students. And the department goes to a great milestone, and it is proceeding because of the coordinators and the students, volunteers, those who are working. My dear students, you were simply amazing. The way that you were organizing, the way that you were systematically working, the understanding. Okay, day and night you were working for the success of this program. I may not be able to spell out each and every one those who worked out here, but I really mean that you deserve a great hats off to you for all your sincere and hard work. Hoping the same to continue in the near future also. And my sincere thanks to our management, Brother Arokiraj, Academic Officer, Dr. Fatima Vasan, Principal Dr. Usha George, Vice Principal for SIFT 1, Dr. Meena, for SIFT 2, Dr. Arokyameri Geeta Das, our IQAC Coordinator, Dr. Nagajodi Ma'am, all the faculty members, thank you for your valuable support. It is you, one who had pioneered and initiated and joined hands for this great success. Thank you. My thanks and appreciation for the technical team, Dr. Durayarasan sir, Dr. Purushothaman sir, and Mr. Martin. And thank you for taking this program a success without any technical, issues. Thank you for that. And my sincere thanks for all the volunteers and the class representatives, those who are working for this. Did I forget anyone? How will I do that? The great pillar of this great inter-school competition, the coordinator, Mrs. Vaidegi. Ma'am, thank you so much. The way that you were coordinating, that was really amazing. You are not only creating, you are not only coordinating, but you were creating the future leaders. Hats off to you. May the Lord help you to continue the same spirit in the forthcoming days also. My sincere thanks to the schools that who have registered maximum registration. And please be connected with Patrician College, and few more excitement events are on the way to your school. And at the outset, I would like to declare the most awaited result of this competition. The overall winners of this competition. The overall winners. Any guesses, participants? Any guesses? The overall winners? And of course, no guess. It goes without saying. It is Atkinson Senior High Secondary School from Vijayawada, Andhra Pradesh. Students, you were awesome. Thank you. Not only the participation, you just made it. Thank you. Thank you for one and all. May God bless you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, with that gratitude being expressed. You've taught us the true meaning of teamwork, and you never fail to inspire us to be grateful and humble.
Starting strong is good, but finishing strong is epic.
Success seems to be connected with action. Successful people keep moving.
They make mistakes, but they don't quit.
So, a heart full of thanks once again to all the participants and wishing you all the very best for your near ventures.
Until then, goodbye and take care.